Liberation would come up and put stickers all over it, going, this is sexist. So I thought, well, first of all, you've got a gorgeous Richard with a corset on this lovely picture. Then these people come along, these obsessives come along and start defacing this pretty picture for their own ends, but they think they've got the right to deface that picture. So I thought, well, that's sex. What the hell's that all about? And then I thought, we're going down the escalator, you're going home now, I'm going home now, Mum. I'm coming back, I'll go and be my tea. Then I'm going to go out and get pissed or listen to some music or hopefully, meet Dury. So those three choices are there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then you've got your weekend more of the same, various. So as a result, directly of working, getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, going to work with a telegraph with a bit of marmalade toast stuck on the outside of it, and then the tube train, and going to work, doing your head until 6 o'clock or 5:30, getting the train back and like a bleeding sardine. All you can think of. That's all I would think of if I had to do that. Luckily, touch wood, I've managed to avoid that. But to be locked into that trap of doing something you don't particularly want to do, in order to have enough money to go and do something you do want to do, the things you do want to do become actually more important than things that are actually better to do sometimes. So I wrote it, the Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll, was saying these are the three things really that consume our interest in the evenings or the weekends. But as a direct result of having to spend a lot of our time, 40 hours a week, doing something we don't particularly want to do. Now, that's for unlucky people. Out of work people, that's another story, and people who are doing a job they do like doing, there's another story. But those three elements aren't all there is in life. Keep your silly ways or throw them out the window. I've been and it isn't. It's saying there are other things in life. Like I went to art school. I know about painting. I can go and look at a painting, and I'm very lucky that I can enjoy it. And it doesn't compare, but you don't need to compare it to anything else. There are things in life that are just wonderful, that are not sex and drugs. So we went out on stage at Wickham Town Hall and they all started singing it. I went,
Keris from Catatonia was singing it in the middle 8 of International Velvet, which has got a sort of driving dun dugga 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 dugga, and so and they're in the middle bit, and I was at Brixton. And they're in the middle 8, and she's going, sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Crikey. The last demo I heard of it was by Right Said Fred.
Yeah? Wasn't it good?
I'm miming now. The radio.
Hey, the Right Said Fred knew about miming.
God, blimey. So, it did. As soon as, we started doing it live, people started singing it.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to tell them not to sing. I haven't got the heart to tell people not to sing. Please don't sing along with us.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Understand the irony, please.
Yeah, well, I just surrendered, Surrendered to the mystic. And
but the thing is about, you're saying it was about sort of the desire, if you're in something pedestrian, to cut loose. It is sex and drugs and rock and roll is what occupies it. But certainly, with me, and I think with anyone who's in the arts, it's those moments where you see glimpses of other lives. And you think, certainly when I went out and used to see like the poets and things and see John Cooper Clarke supporting the Banshees, and I used to go to the Marquee and see Linton Kwesi Johnson and Attila the Stopper and Stephen Wells at little, studios in Wapping and things. It was that made me realise I didn't have to be a civil servant and could, I could do this. Yeah. I think it's going and seeing that.
Yeah, it's knowing it's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's knowing it's there, and it's knowing it's available, and knowing it's actually not as hard as you think. You've just got to suffer a little bit, die to death a little bit here and there, or whatever.
Yeah. This is